everyone, I am your astrologer Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here is your daily forecast for the day of Sunday, April 22nd, 2018. Now what we've got going on today is the moon hanging out right here at the last degrees of Cancer, bringing our attention, of course, to our emotions, what's going on inside us, private matters, and home and family. Okay, so that's what we are thinking about when the moon is in Cancer. We're also trying to figure out how to nurture ourselves emotionally. Now, at the end of yesterday and into today, this moon in Cancer was in opposition with Pluto right here. And what that could have brought up late yesterday are some intense feelings here about where our life is going. Maybe us wanting to change our life direction. Maybe not feeling quite right about where our life is going in some way and wanting to do things, hopefully, in order to make it better. As we were making some of these changes to our reputation, to where our life is going, ideally to address some deep intense feelings to put our life in the right direction, it could have felt with this opposition to the moon in Cancer a little bit uncomfortable, like we maybe were not feeling as emotionally nurtured as we wanted, because we have a lot of stuff to do here, a lot of things maybe that we need to change to make sure that we're doing the things that we want and that are ultimately going to be the best for us. Okay, so that could have come in last night. Then what goes on today is that as we move further throughout the day and the moon moves through Cancer, it then comes in at 6 a.m. Mountain Time to a sextile here with Venus. So after perhaps some intense things came up yesterday, the end of yesterday, about where our life is going, maybe taking us out of our comfort zone, us not feeling the most comfortable because we have so many other things going on, there could be some good things that do come from relationships in the morning. Perhaps we start to feel more stable in the morning, more comfortable emotionally, like relationships are helping us to find that comfort. Maybe we're also starting to feel like after balancing some things yesterday, like we're beginning to move towards and make some progress on some things that really are important to us, that it is that we really do value. Okay, so I think even though things could be hard at the end of yesterday and into today, or at least brought up some intense feelings about some things going on, I think in the morning there is a chance to hopefully start to feel more comfortable again with relationships, doing things that are important to you, that you value. The hard thing comes in though about 2 hours later at 8 a.m. Mountain Time. That's because after the moon comes off this sextile to Venus, it then comes into a square to Uranus at 8 a.m. Mountain Time. And what that could bring are some unexpected things that do come up in regards to you with Uranus and Aries, how you act, do things, and with the moon and Cancer, home, emotionally. Maybe you're right, you have some unexpected feelings come up that aren't the easiest things for you to deal with. Maybe some unexpected things happen with your home and family along those lines that could be a little bit unsettling. So I feel like this morning we start to maybe feel a little bit better, a little more stable, secure with relationships, and then all of a sudden maybe there's some unexpected things we want to break free from, some things that are holding us back, so that we can start to be more comfortable in life, do more of the things that it is that we want. All right. That could be a little bit difficult. Maybe our stuff that was going on with relationships, maybe us focusing on our values, on what we need to feel comfortable, was then inciting us to make some more readjustments in our life in order for us to be more comfortable. Okay, and I kind of just see a lot of that going on. We have a lot of things here hitting Cancer, squares, oppositions. We want to feel emotionally like nurtured in life, like the best that we can in our lives, like to feel at home, I guess, in our own lives and experiences and the things that are going on. And while we're trying to feel at home, I feel like there's a lot of things going on that are preventing us from finding that we need. And I think maybe the more we can focus on our relationships, the more we can focus on what it is that we value, helping us to feel better, but maybe requiring us to do some things to break free from some things that are holding us back, so that we really can bring more of that comfort into our life. Okay, And there could definitely be feelings of restriction coming in with the square to Uranus, feeling like it's hard for you to do the things that you want, because we want to feel stable in our lives. The moon in Cancer is like a little bit of a homebody, you know, likes to make sure that everyone's nurtured. And Uranus in Aries is like, I got things I need to do. I can't make sure everyone is feeling okay right now. I can't pay attention to everyone's feelings. I got things going on. And I think that could be something that does come in here at 8 a.m. is that we want to be comfortable in life. We want to work with our relationships, do things that we value, and I think there's a chance for us to do that, but maybe it's requiring us to do some things that we weren't expecting, and to put some of our emotions behind us so that we can start to do the things that it is that we need. All right, coming in at 8 a.m. Then after that happens, the moon at 11 a.m. enters Leo, and I think what comes in at 11 a.m. Mountain Time is that we then start to focus more on what makes us happy when the moon is in Leo. How we can have more fun in life, enjoy our life, lead our life, work on some projects that are important to us. To just be happier, that could come in. And that could be a little bit frustrating with a moon in Leo, I want to say at 11 a.m. coming right off of this square to Uranus, because we're feeling restricted in life. Like, we can't feel the comfort, the things that we need to feel the best emotionally, because we got a lot of other things that we want and need to do. And then the Leo influence wanting us to just, you know, be happy and to not be dealing with these restrictions that it is that we have going on. Okay, that could make things a little bit hard. On top of that, the moon, right when it enters Leo, is going to make a trine to Chiron, okay? Also bringing up some hurt feelings here in regards to what do you want and doing the things that are important to you. Maybe feeling like it's just so hard for you to be happy, to do what you want, and to be comfortable being happy, because there's so many things that you have to take care of, that you need to do, that you need to act on, that you need to make happen, that are making it difficult for you to do the things that ultimately are going to make you feel the most emotionally comfortable, and wanting to break free from that today. Okay, so I can see just a lot of that going on. If you are patient though today and don't do anything, because moon and Uranus can be kind of volatile, and if you're patient and if you don't do anything to upset the boat too much, I think by the time we get to 3 p.m. Mountain Time, there is going to be a chance to start to work on things in a more constructive manner. That's because at 3 p.m. Mountain Time, the moon, as it moves through Leo, is going to make a square to the sun, and that makes it a first quarter moon, and first quarter moons are characterized by action, initiation, doing things, putting in the effort to make things happen, coming in. Okay, and so I think what happens at 3 a.m. is we take all these frustrations that we were maybe feeling earlier in the day, especially around 8 a.m. with the square to Uranus, and we begin to do things to be happier, to move forward, so that we don't feel as hurt or as upset or as caged in as we did earlier in the day. Okay, and that I think is going to stick with us for the rest of the night. The next aspect that happens is going to be at 11 p.m. at night, and that's going to be as the moon moves through Leo. It's then going to make a trine to Mercury in Aries, which right before bedtime, my time, can bring up lots of conversations, lots of thinking, lots of talking about who you are and what you need to be happy. And I do see this being very, very positive coming in. Okay, because it's a trine, fire signs are friendly, and because tomorrow at 6 a.m. the moon also is going to conjunct the north node, bringing more positive things in very early tomorrow morning, where you're feeling like you're making progress, doing some things you want and need to move forward. Okay, so I actually really like the nighttime, especially once we get this first quarter moon at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Mountain Time. I think there's a really big chance for us to act, to do things that are important to us, to move forward, to communicate in positive ways about what makes us happy, about what we need to do to put our life in the right place, and to finally start to feel like we're making progress. It's just a matter of sitting through some things kind of lingering from yesterday late yesterday and this morning. You know, the end of yesterday, maybe feeling like there's a lot of things we got to do, big changes in our life, hard for us to find the comfort, maybe again feeling a little caged in, restricted by life, even if relationships are helping us. And then I think by the afternoon, if we sit with some of these frustrations, even if we feel a little caged in, we get more of the motivation to do things later in the day and to do things in a positive way that can help. Okay, so that's what I see going on there. Now, other stuff going on in the background is that we have Mars in a conjunction with Pluto. Again, bringing lots of change here in our life and where it is that we see our life going, wanting to put our life in a better place, okay? But this isn't like crazy change all over the place. We've been making crazy changes all over the place since the beginning of 2018. Like, this is more like, finally, I want to make changes in the way that I want, to do the things that are important to me, and to finally just go there and to transform yourself, to step into some new life that we finally have been creating, to finally step into it. And I think that's what Mars Pluto is trying to help you do, to address any deep emotions that it is that you have about where your life is going, about what you want to be known for, so that you finally can start to step into this life, put your life in a better place, and go there in the best way that it is that you can. And I think we're trying to figure out how exactly to do that. The more that you can make changes to put your life in the right place in a way that really resonates with you deep down, in a way that really can help you do the things that are important to you, especially if you're thinking seriously about your life, it's going to help you here with the sextile to Jupiter to create more of a life that it is that you want, to understand your life better, okay? Just all around, and to feel better about your life. So I do like that. Pluto as well, going retrograde today too, being a big thing, saying, look, you gotta figure out what you really want in life. You gotta figure out what you want, and you gotta do it. You gotta start to move in that direction, and you have to start to stick with it, to stick towards some vision of your life, and to just go all in on it and make it happen. And I think that's a big thing that's coming in, okay? I don't think with Pluto going retrograde, this is like some new thing that we dreamed up. Oh, all of a sudden I want my life to go in this direction, I'm just going to change everything. You know, it's like, no, you've been thinking about this for some time. You've been trying to change your life for some time to be more of what it is that you really want. And Pluto going retrograde with Mars here at the same time is saying, are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? Are you going to change your life to be what it is that you want, to be what it is that you've been trying to make it for the past few like months? Or are you not? Like, are you just gonna let yourself drown in like all these feelings and how hard all the change is, and come in? And I think Pluto going retrograde with Mars coming in and saying, okay, time to change and transform your life, to be a different person, to do things differently, to step into some new identity, and to really go there. And if you can take the first steps to do the things that you really, really want, to create a life that really, really does resonate with you, good things are going to come. Doors are going to open with Jupiter in a sextile with this spot. All right. So that's coming in. Mercury as well, coming into a square with Saturn, could bring up some hard conversations, some hard decisions coming in that you may have to make as you change your life. Sometimes when we do things that we want, maybe we upset people. Maybe we have to wrap our minds around it now that our life is changing. How do we think about life, and what does this mean? And I think we're having to adjust our thought processes, think about life in the right ways, and get everyone else on the same page as we are, as we make some changes going on. Okay, that's happening as well. And Venus too, coming into a sextile as well with Chiron, even though it won't happen until Gemini, saying, look, if you can have conversations with people, I think conversations that you have with people are going to help you to figure out who you are, what you need to do, and to move forward on that. You may still have to make some big changes in your life. You may still have to have some hard conversations, or some hard things may come up in these conversations that it is that you have with people. But I think the things that do come up in your conversations with relationships, even if they are hard, are going to help you to do the things that you need to do to put your life in a better place and to move forward on that. Okay, so that's what I see going on today. I think that's all I got. Yeah, thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you liked it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.